Are you one of those people that seems to buy products that have great reviews, but when you get them, they don't perform as advertised? Well, let me tell you what the problem could be. Keep watching because I'm going to tell you what I have found to be true in over my 30 years of selling beauty supplies. And this applies to just about everything out there. One of the things that I've found that has been a problem with some customers is that no matter how good of a product I seem to sell, they seem to find something wrong with it. They can't make it work. And the biggest thing that is frustrating is that I only sell products that I believe are really, really good products. They either got great reviews, I have a lot of great feedback from clients that are using these products. And then I get people that, I've known them for years and they've been in the business for years, and they seem to buy, like, everything they buy from me is not working for them. Why is that? I just don't understand. If the majority of people have great results with a product, then wouldn't it seem to be that maybe you're not using the product properly? It's a simple thing. And in the last week or so, I've been frustrated with a couple of clients. And I haven't told them this, and if they're watching this, they may understand that this may be them I'm talking about. But I don't really want to point them out, but it does seem like a trend that is happening here and there with certain people that no matter what I sell or what they buy, they're not getting the results. And it's frustrating when you've been doing this for me, over 30 years. And most people know that I don't sell products that I don't believe in, even though I should, as a rep, sell everything. Basically, we're supposed to be representing all of our manufacturers and, selling products, because a lot of times what we may or may not like doesn't mean somebody else won't like it. So you just have to assume that, when you sell a product, they're going to like it. Especially if they're going to make that purchase, they've looked at the features and benefits and determined that, hey, yeah, I can get some benefit out of this, or my clients can use this product. But what so happens is, very often, is that they get these products in, and I would say it's happening more about hair color or something that is a chemical, but sometimes it's a retail product, a simple retail product that is loved by the majority of people, like I would say 99% of the people. And then you've got that one person, oh, it didn't work for me. It left the hair worse than before I started using it. And I just don't get it. Why that one person? And then, when I reach out to my manufacturer and ask them, hey, have you had any kind of issues like I'm having with this particular customer? They're like, no. Sometimes they won't be totally honest because they don't want to hear any negative feedback. But when I look at all my other customers that have been getting great results, you just got to wonder, what is that one person not doing? And basically, after all these years of doing this business, selling beauty supplies and selling the chemicals, even with my own experience buying different products from, different sources, what I have come to realize is that not everybody is going to follow the directions exactly. And sometimes it really depends on whether or not you're using the product as directed. And sometimes it's very, very important. You have to follow the manufacturer's directions. And there's going to be some people that a product is good for, and others it will not be, or they won't really see any noticeable difference. So I believe that's kind of like what happens a lot of times. People use a product that's, for example, let's just say a product that's designed to really hydrate the hair, and maybe their hair is not needing a lot of hydration. Maybe their hair is perfectly good, and when they use that product on that person, then they're not going to really see a lot of benefit because their hair is already in good shape. But somebody with really dry, damaged hair, and you're using a nice deep conditioning, hydrating treatment, yeah, they're going to see the benefit right away. So it really, you really want to use the products that are meant for that particular hair type or person or whatever thing you're trying to do. Don't try to make a product fit for a particular person or for particular solution. So I would recommend anybody buying products, first and foremost, read the directions. Make sure you're using it properly. Make sure you're using it for the right type of hair. Make sure you're using enough of the product. Or, in some cases, try not to overuse a product if it doesn't require a lot. Sometimes overuse can be bad, and sometimes underusing a product can be bad. So, and if you're still not getting the results after following the directions, then reach out to a rep or reach out to maybe YouTube or see if somebody else is having the same problem and see what the solution might be. I always resort to YouTube in many cases with some of the things that I'm buying or doing. If, like I buy some things for my vehicle, and, a lot of times the reviews come out really good, and then when you get the product, it's just the quality is not there. But generally, the things that I sell in my trade, selling to salons, they are very high quality products, and you won't usually see me selling things that I don't believe in. Sometimes in the very beginning, I'll sell it to see how it goes. And if the initial reaction is not good, especially if they follow the directions, I'm not going to continue to sell it. You won't see me trying to sell something that doesn't repeat because it doesn't make any sense. For one, I want to do the right thing for that person. I want to treat others as I would want others treat me. So I don't want to sell them something that they don't need, want, or desire, or especially if it's for a customer, I want to make sure that whatever they're selling to their customers is going to make them look good. So the bottom line is, reach out. And if you're one of those people that no matter what, these things aren't working for you, then, I hate to say it, but it may not be the product. It could be you. Maybe you're not really paying close enough attention on how to use these products, or using them properly, using them enough of the product. You're not just not following the directions. A lot of people read directions and kind of gloss over it and kind of forget some of the things that it says to do. And then I got people that don't read directions at all. So if you're one of those people, you're going to get what you get. Sometimes you get lucky and use a product that doesn't really require, any special skill or training to use. Like shampoo. I mean, how hard is it to do a shampoo? But over the years, I've had issues with some products that required certain things to get the best results. So you just never know. And once a product has been out a while, they start learning more and more about, any kind of problems that may come up, and they'll come up with solutions on how to overcome that particular problem. And usually you'll find it on YouTube or Instagram or somewhere, but usually to get the best education and to actually be able to find things, YouTube is where it's at. And then also, if you haven't already started using AI, you can use ChatGPT and others to actually help you figure out problems, figure out solutions for problems that are simple to do. And a lot of times if you put it in Google is going to come up with all kinds of stuff. So my preferred way of finding out new information is to use AI, because it's going to filter out all the trash and give me, really defined solutions to a problem. So keep that in mind. So that's my rant for the day. It was just something that was bothering me. It was on my mind, and who knows how many other people are going through the same problem, because, you know, I read comments on my YouTube videos and I see people commenting on some things that I know are top sellers that are huge hits, and they comment that it didn't work for them. It left their hair crunchy, dry, or this or that. And it boggles my mind when I read this stuff. I know the reality of it. Those products are number one for a reason. It's because they're really good. They're the top of they're the best of the best. And so if you're not getting results, it's more than likely something you're not doing right. So reach out. If you need help with something, find out who sold it to you and ask them. That's the value of a salesperson. A good sales rep is not just trying to sell you a product, but also there to help and educate you and to solve problems. So hopefully this video helped you. If you know somebody else that this might resonate with, please share this with them. And if you would, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider doing so, because I'm going to make videos like this and other things. I'm trying to give it a variety of things that I'm going to be making videos about. And hit the subscribe button and make sure you click the bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And you may be interested in watching this next video. I'm not sure if it's going to be here or there, but watch the next video in this series, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. If you got any questions, I hope you'll keep watching. Take care. Have a great and blessed day.